Alright, I've got another small update that I'm going to get added in. So it would be for the OS Beta 4.2 when it gets added. So it's not there yet. But I've been playing with the ResponsiveBlast a little bit. So ResponsiveBlast in OS4, we have the blast location, instead of being randomized, is usually based on the angle of your blade. So as you change the angle of that blade, it'll move that blast location. So now I've added a second responsive control to the blasts, and there's 3 variations to actually use the speed of your blade to actually also change the size of the blast. So the blast location will be the angle, but you see while the blade stands still, that's the size of the blast. But if you're moving, the faster you move to deflect, the larger the blast area will be. So if you had multiple blasts and you were trying to replicate it, instead of it being the exact same size spot, just moving, now any speed movement of your blade will change that blast area. And it's not set for a fast speed, so you don't have to go crazy fast swings like we do for the color change on swing or the white swing. I've set this to be a lower speed threshold, but it just gives you some variation. So just any movement will actually change the size of that blast area. So just a little more control, a little more realism to it. And this one is the ResponsiveBlast fade. So this is the one where you get the blast and it fades out. And then we do have the other 2 blast options. So this is going to be the ResponsiveBlast, and this one has a center point, and then it has a wave and a fade up and down the blade. So for this one, again, oops. So you'll see you get that location will be based on the angle of the blade where that blast centers, but then as you move that blade so straight as here, but a little bit of speed, and you get, what this one does is it actually increases the size of the wave. So the wave from that blast up and down the blade will enlarge based on the speed of the swing. And again, it doesn't have to be a super fast swing, but any speed to the swing will actually change the size of that blast fade, or blast wave. So that's the ResponsiveBlast. And then the last one, this is the ResponsiveBlastWave. So this one's similar, but the wave every time goes the full length of the blade. But again, the size of that actual wave up and down is going to be based on the speed of the blade. So as you change the speed of your movement and hit that blast, it's going to just change that wave size. So it's not the same exact size every time. And it still moves that center location based on the angle. So, but just some little additions to ResponsiveBlast that are coming. But just giving it a second responsive control on top of it gives you a little bit more to it. So that'll be coming soon. Fredrik has to merge the change in, so it's not there yet, but it'll be, I think it would end up being the OS Beta 4.2 when it's added. And then once he gets it added in, I'll put these into the library for everybody to play with. But just something I've been playing with and got added in. So still more to come.